Has not just brought showers to southern Colorado, it's also brought some of the messiest, sloppiest weather we have seen in a while. KRDO News Channel 13 Scott Harrison is live along Highway 24 tonight. He spent the day out in the weather, tracking conditions and the effects. New at 5, Scott, any serious impacts from today's weather?
Yeah, Greg, it is a mess out here. Has been all day at the intersection of Highway 24 and 21st Street. We haven't heard of any serious problems, thankfully, because of this messy weather. Fortunately, most of the wet weather that we got, most of this moisture has been just wet, not frozen. But it meant a dreary day for people who were trying to stay dry and warm.
When you see a warning on a message board like this, it often doesn't bode well for the rest of the day. In fact, this weather was all too familiar for an out-of-town visitor.
It's kind of like Wyoming. It was really nastier when we were driving up early this morning, but it's starting to lighten up.
At least he hopes so. He has an 8-hour drive back home tonight. Fortunately, however, it didn't get much worse than just being wet. Rain in the Springs turned into sleet in Ute Pass. You could hear it and feel the sting as it accumulated. It snowed in Woodland Park, heavily at times. Not enough to accumulate on streets and sidewalks, but sufficient to leave a sloppy mess as small piles of snow slid off some roofs and plopped on the sidewalk. And the weather was good for business at the Ute Inn restaurant.
This morning we had a number of hikers who actually came in for breakfast because they didn't want to go out and hike in the snow and the sloppy weather.
With less than a week remaining in the month of April and spring a third of the way over already, nature just can't decide what it wants to do. Rain, snow, or both.
Many of us are happy to stay inside and enjoy a meal in weather like this, but Alex Sobral speaks for many.
I'm ready for the spring and summer to hit.
And bring an end to this clash of seasons.
And as long as this moisture we're getting doesn't cause flooding or traffic problems, most of us are probably going to be patient and wait a little bit longer for real spring weather. We're live on the west side of Colorado Springs. Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.